I have a unique perspective with Professor Klein, where he was my professor for EGR 103, which is an introductory engineering course here at UK. And he's also my manager for the Innovation Center. So I've had experiences with him inside the classroom and out. And so I've had this well-rounded view of Doug. And everything about him is amazing.
I feel like the end goal that you want to achieve in teaching is that the students see value in what you're doing, and they capture that and they sort of like move forward. Like I tell my younger faculty, I'm like, you know, you teach 2 classes. Like the kids that elect to come into your second class, like that is the biggest compliment, because they've interacted with you now and they're interacting with you again. And so that intentional action to sort of show, hey, I care about you is really cool. I'm pretty blessed on the motivation component. Like engineering students are coming in and they're already motivated, right? Like they're high-level students, they want to be successful. I think for me, I just sort of try to recognize that and then develop a classroom structure that lets them know that I take that seriously and I want them to be successful.
They got it!
I think the big thing for me is that, you know, I sort of come into that classroom knowing that every kid has made a wonderful decision. You know, like I get the best kids in the state and they all have sat there and said, hey, I am smart, I'm hardworking, I'm gonna be an engineer to prove that out, and that's gonna impact my life. And just being a good steward of that great decision of theirs, I think is very cool. I just think a lot of kids come to the university and maybe they were the smartest kid in their hometown. They might not fully have bought into that, right? And I love the fact that the first instructor they get to interact with is me, where I go, hey, you can be successful. You obviously have what you need between your ears, right? How do we make it to where, you know, you find the support resources and you're successful and you take this degree and you go and change the world? I can't make engineering easy for you, but I can definitely make it more approachable.
I think communication is a big deal. I think if you can get it to where you all can sort of talk effectively with each other, there's gonna be a lot more time as far as it goes that you can be successful.
In my class, a lot of it is, you know, how do you be a good teammate, right? Like if we're sitting there and we have a hard task, you know, every one of my students are all gonna be like, yeah, I did this thing in high school and I had to do all the work because this person didn't do it. I'm like, yeah, you were the engineering student. You know, they knew you were gonna do it. But everyone at your table has had that experience. And so how do we effectively communicate with each other to where we know this is what they're going to do? And how do we define timelines for other people to make it to where they're successful and they know they're successful? Like, you know, if you are the engineer that can be dynamic and work well with people, man, you're a valuable person. Like, you are just extremely useful in this world. And so if you can build that up, like that is what you want to be able to do.